Welcome back. I'm playing Battle Brothers on Expert difficulty, and we're continuing on with our campaign. Right now I'm just kind of exploring the northeast aspect of the map here. Last time we did get some orc legendary shield. Unfortunately with my guys, their fatigue is so low that I can't really use any orc shields yet because I can barely use my human shields to get attacks. But we're going to keep exploring, see if we can find some legendary locations and kind of clear some things out here. We're kind of in this weird situation where I'm not sure what we're about to find in the northeast. I assume it's going to be orcs and goblins, but I'm not 100% sure. We also were able to beat our orc ambition last time. And we were able to get an amulet that makes us immune to stuns, which seems pretty good. There we go. Alright, well look at that. We got ourselves another helm too, so this is working out well for us. Let's get some of that meat and all this low tier stuff. I'll hold on to those mushrooms. Yeah, I got all this low tier crap in our inventory here. And I think I'd rather have the food than the low tier stuff. Because at least then we can stay out in the wild longer. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Should also look and see what that helmet looks like. I assume it's going to be good. Yeah, 308 with 17. So let's take a look. Yeah, these are all pretty decent helms that we got going on. So that's 320, so it's going to give me a couple. Let's put that on you then. Our guys are pretty happy. It's like I could go back to sell, but I don't know if I really need to yet. I guess I will. I mean, is there any reason not to? We're not that far away. We've got some stuff that's actually might sell for decent amounts. Alright, let's get rid of all this junk. This orc stuff seems like it sells for decent amounts. I'm a little sad that I sold that great axe, but looks like it's still better than the orc version, so we definitely want to get rid of that. Sell those things. We've got a ton of strange meat right now, which is filling up our inventory. Yeah, so one downside with it. I guess since we're getting so much access to all these resources, since, yeah, nothing new over here. All these resources, if I go into a main fortress city here, we might as well just start repairing everything. I don't know. Just kind of, I feel like we should be getting more people, but then at the same time, I'm like, maybe we should be saving our money to buy any whatchamacallit, buy legendary weapons. Boy, I was really struggling to say that for some reason. Now these damn necros events can be a real nightmare, so I generally like to switch to having some guys with shields and one-handed weapons to be able to fight when we're doing that. And I suppose we should probably level our guys up too. Even though it's only 3 skill points. Oh, wait, I accidentally put that into range for some reason. Alright. It's like part of me feels like I should be putting stuff into fatigue, and the other part of me is like, well, just get the survival up a little bit. Alright. Let's get that. Alright, everybody's leveled. Yeah, that should work. Alright, I gave our archers these melee weapons to see if it would affect where these guys go. I'm not sure if it will. Just trying to figure out who has the best chance to hit here. Alright, so that's clearly working well. Good start. Alright. So we got several guys that are close to dying. Alright, good. There's another one down. Trying to bring these guys to be ready. Now I wonder if I trigger the well, I guess I'm not going to find out. I was going to say, if I trigger the 9 lives with one hit, does the other hit then kill him? Interesting. By giving the archers the melee weapon, it seems like it's preventing them from wanting to fight him. So the AI must have some sort of programming to realize that they get a debuff or can attack back when they have the bow, which I guess makes sense. Alright, I'll try to bring these guys to protect the archers. Oh, yeah, see, I jinxed it. Man. Yeah, I don't know if giving those guys that weapon was the right thing or not. They're not hitting shit. Maybe I should have given them the spear instead. At least then they'd have 2 attacks. Yeah, I'll just kind of skip our way across here. Alright, that's not good. He's really weakening those guys. Alright, you guys are starting to piss me off here with your little weak attacks. I need hits. Alright, I guess we're gonna move you up. Alright, good. That is what happens at each attack. So if it does, the 3-headed flail totally counteracts that 9 lives ability. I wonder if that triggers, if you have that on, if you suffer a mortal injury, like if your guys end up getting critically injured and fall during combat, they either die right out or they end up getting permanent injuries. And I wonder if that 9 lives gets triggered, if it still does that, or if it only happens if they get taken out. I would imagine it would be the latter, but I'm not actually sure. I could see that potentially being useful. Problem is a lot of the enemies have multiple attacks, so... Come on. Alright, good. 9 lives triggered. Alright, 9 lives, good. I guess we're just gonna have you heal. Alright, there we go. Another one. It's actually not a terrible shield either. So this is working out pretty well for us. Yeah, I feel like I want to just keep them back as being with their swords, though. I definitely want to get these guys back to their bows. I guess we'll just repair some stuff. Why not? What do we got? Undead? More necrosavants? Let's see here. Become invincible. I don't think I want any of those, to be honest. This is just the random ancient temple.
Only half the temple's entrance is visible, the rest long since sunk into the earth, as though unsure whether to be a coffin or a mausoleum. Along a visible frenzy, you see a stony relief of the tables being thrown and moneyed men running from what looks like an armored skeleton with a whip. A few of the mercenaries seem uncomfortable with the idea of going in, but you have the notion that others have felt this way as well, and thus left the place unmolested. You take out a torch and enter the cell with the sellsword spirit and the robber's resolve. After gathering supplies, you crouch and enter the temple by swinging your legs over the earth and jumping into the steps below. The clap of your boots snickers into the marbled halls, and you have to wave the torch before you as if to watch the echoes go. Looking back, the light between the shelf of the earth and the temple, top silhouetting your company as though they were a throng of sextons, satisfied at their work. Guido shakes his head and says he's coming with. The rest of the company mutually agrees and keep watch. We're going in. The sides of the halls are blanketed by military mosaics so large they're more fit to a whole campaign than a single battle. One parcel in particular stretches seemingly forever down the hall. A scene of armored men running roughshod over what looks like a barbarian horde so thick in number that they lose humanity and begin to look indiscernible from bugs. Your torch bulbs and dims in the dark and the light, bringing the artist's battlefield into an orangish life. In the corners, you find depictions of righteous torture and outrage. Between the lockstep forces and the dissatisfied mob, it looks like order and chaos have come to clash. And while order is surely set to win, it is chaos itself which is driving the way to victory. Guido whistles. You look to see his torch flaring in the distance like an ignis fatuus. You run over to find him holding a vial of some strange liquid inside. The sellsword swings the torch to an alcove in the wall. Marbled posts hold the center, and there's a throng of skeletons at its base. I found the vial on the pedestal here. I see two more like it yonder, but they're behind the gates. You ask the sellsword why he didn't tell you about the bodies. He shrugs. They ain't breathing, they ain't caring. Then I ain't caring. You want to try for the other two flasks or not? You gain a flask of blessed water. Let's do it. You find the next vial set beside a high gate. The flask itself is gripped by stone claw of a winged gargoyle hanging down from the ceiling. There are a few glyphs on the slab in front of the gate, but the words are ancient, and even if they weren't, you're not sure how well you'd be able to read them anyway. Suddenly, a voice booms overhead. A flock of birds are in the field when the hunter comes along. The hunter draws an arrow and yells out as through the pain. A few birds fly up, the hunter kills them. More birds fly up, the hunter kills them just as well, and he begins to cry as he collects their bodies. More birds fly at the sound of him. The hunter's crying and killing. He can hardly notch arrows fast enough, and he has to pause to wipe his eyes. One bird turns to his friend and says he should go counsel the man. What does the bird friend say in return? Never mind his tears, watch his hands. From the brink, a broken man must be saved, I guess. The voice is silent for a moment, then returns correct. Jolting with ancient engineering, the gate slides down, and the gargoyle lowers the arm within the arm's reach. The vile, rigid guardian staring at the stoic Oplop. You grab the vial and hold it close, as though the monster somewhere might come alive and take it back. You wave your torch around and demand to know who is speaking. The voice laughs, but that is all. Guido looks up at you and shrugs. Well, we got the treasure, did we not? No harm in trying for another. You gain a flask of blessed water. Might as well see. The last vial is behind another gate, an unsettled one to look at. Just by architectural standpoint, there's not mere stone bars here, but twisted iron spires, scarred by a scoria and slag, and the gate is not at chest level but at your shins. The vial itself is on a further rise, meaning that you'd have to reach under the wall and then up again to get it. The voice returns. For me all comes to being, and for me all shall end. When the man comes from earth, I follow his footsteps. You stand in silence and look at Guido. He shrugs. Dust. As soon as the word leaves your lips, the gate jolts up. You pensively stare at the remaining gap. Guido crouches down and slings his arm under the gateway's top and gets up at the vial. His fingers scrape with the glass while the gate spires rattle in their catches, like a bear reluctantly letting someone brush its teeth. The man finally pitches the vial between two fingers and scissor flips it into the safe embrace of his palm. He stands up and hands it over. Simple enough, huh? You nod and then turn around with your torch and yell out, demanding to know who is talking. There's no answer. A brief search of the darkness turns up no hidey holes or dugouts, but you do find the scraps and notes with drawings on them. Pages seem to indicate the vials are capable of killing wide dangers, and there is but a single torch of the liquid within each flask. There is also a sticky paper with a crudely drawn woman on it. Whoever was here, you don't care. You take the vials back out and return to the Battle Brothers. They draw their swords at the sounds of you and sheepishly sheathe them once you see your face. Sorry, Captain. Thought you might be dead. And the walking dead man. You gain another flask of blessed water. Well, we got the vials. We're just that problem now. 20 damage for 3 turns to any undead target. 100% ignores armor. Has 33% chance to hit bystanders. Is destroyed on use. Okay, so it's like a grenade for undead.
Should still be pretty helpful for us, though. I don't like that my inventory is getting so full, though, so I'm gonna just kind of put some of these attachments on some of these guys, I think. If nothing else, maybe I can just buff our guys a little bit. What I'm not sure about is, can I exchange those attachments, or once I put them on, are they permanently there? Alright, I got the armored legionaries here. I don't understand when they become overwhelmed and when they don't. Like, now they're overwhelmed, but on the first turn they weren't? Alright, I'll try to take out those guys. I kind of think the most dangerous ones are the ones with the scythes, because they do a sweep attack, then the cleavers, then the spears, because they have good chances to hit. All together they can do pretty good damage. And then finally the shield guys. I think that's kind of the order of operations for getting some kills here. Alright, come on, man. Gotta cut through these guys. There we go. Shit. Alright, let's get you out of there. Move you up to make sure he doesn't advance on you. Alright. You just keep running. We gotta get some kills here, though, before you bleed to death. Alright, good. There we go. And no good items. Those are worth 500. And I want to get rid of some of this meat. feel like it's about to expire, so we might as well. Do I want to keep looking, or do I want to go back and sell? Kinda feel like I should just keep exploring. Those damn spiders are over there. Well, do I keep going now? Well, let's just keep going, I guess. And if I start to find more stuff, then I can come back. Definitely don't want to find Necrosin. Oh gosh, there's gonna be swamps over here. Spent the whole day in the mountains here. I'm gonna start to get into the spot where it's like, do I go back to the Ross, or do I go to the Antler place? Well, let's sell some of this stuff, I guess. Let's just sell some of those, I guess. Alright, that drops me down to 144. Buy as many of these supplies as we can to fill up. Feel like we should probably buy some food. That just is gonna take some time before it expires. Alright, nothing too exciting. Ugh, don't have enough. 14,000. Well, no, it's 43,000. Well, let's see, package. Well, that's actually kind of funny. I was just talking about this, that maybe I was gonna go there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll come up and clear out the swamps and then go back and deliver that package, and we'll be over on that side because I think it's going to be closer. So looks like the religious war, they're just going back and forth capturing some of these places. I can enter into the religious turmoil. I can go after some goblins, or I can go after beasts.
Alright, I guess let's go after goblins.
Because it seems like we're finding orcs and stuff up here, so I assume goblins are going to be up here too. Oh, well, here we go. We found some goblins right here. That worked out. I was assuming we were going to be fighting necro-savants or something. So what do we got? 12 of them up here? Alright, we're too far away, so let's try to get up here so we can shoot up. Alright, so I'm not sure quite what these Overlord guys are. Looks like they have some crossbows. The skirmishers are throwing nets on me. And the ambushers are their archers, obviously. I assume that whip is, like, fixing morale, but I'm not 100% sure. There we go, nice. Try to get as far into the open as we can. Let's see here. Alright, we're just cutting these guys down. They actually don't seem to do too much damage. It's more of they've got pretty good evasion. That's a problem. They just knifed me. Alright, so that's what they're... That's how they do most of the damage, is they can sit there and get past my armor. I guess I am using their daggers, so it makes sense that they would have that puncture ability to use on me too. Alright, this is good. Good. Alright, another one's down. Oh, they got poison too. Alright. Nice. Alright, things are looking up for us. We just keep clearing out more and more of these places and getting more and more famed weapons.
You give the men a break and decide to scout the forest ahead yourself. Not more than 5 minutes, you hear a steady hum of chanting. Drawing your sword, you crest the embankment of the fallen trees and look over the side. Here you see a dozen what looks like miniature men dancing in a circle, half or whistling lowly, while the rest keep repeating some words you've never heard before. In the center of the nonsense is a mushroom, and a very bored-looking toad, which occasionally one mini-man will run up and touch before sprinting back to the circle, grinning as though he got away with some roguish crime. This is too much. You crawl forward to get a better look, only to have a branch snap under your weight. The little man stop instantly and look towards you, like a herd of prey. One yells and gibberish, and a lot of them skip and hop away, driving into the trees, holes, or in bushes. When you go down to see them, you find nothing. They vanish entirely. You go to the stump and find the toad impaled to the hilt by a dagger, and the mushroom is gone. Strange.
What the hell is that all about?
Strange indeed.
I wonder if that's going to trigger some event later on, or what the deal is. Alright, got all these guys stunning me here. The berserkers seem to be the ones that do the most damage, so I feel like they should be the ones that I focus on. Some of these guys are actually still injured. Maybe I gotta start rotating some guys. Nice, got another one. This is going really well for us. Yeah. Alright. So this is how you find your famed equipment. Just keep running around and... What the hell is going on here? Got all zoomed out there for some reason. Got some more goblins. Grub the Insidious. Well, this should not be very difficult for us to be able to clear these guys out. And at this rate, it should be pretty easy for us to get our ambition completed. Yeah, unless they end up pulling out their daggers, they have a difficulty getting through all of our armor here, it looks like. Alright, I take it back. These crossbows do pretty good damage. Nice. Let's just try to break these other guys free. Come on now. Ooh, shit. Alright, this is problematic. Here, I thought I was easily winning here. Let's pull you away before you take any more damage, or else you're gonna die to poison. We'll hit there. Try to move you up. Nice. Oh, there's Grub the Insidious, and he's down. Alright, let's try to get some kills here. Goblin Overseer still certainly taking a hit. There we go. Alright, nice. We got another shield. Got something to sell. And we got ourselves our first legendary bow. Looks like it has increased chance to hit. And we've got some of these crossbows. Looks like that one's actually an improvement. And shit, we got ourselves some legendary armor too. So this was a huge score for us. Alright. I'm pretty pleased. Get that. Get rid of those things. I don't think we need any more of the goblin daggers. Alright, nice. Oh, we got some of those shields. Should get rid of those, because they suck. Don't sell for shit. Same with that club. Alright. That's a huge score for us.